Hey everyone, it's me Mr. G. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another collections video. Today I thought let me do the Xbox One. So as everybody knows, I wasn't really into the Xbox brand at all. When the original Xbox came out, it didn't appeal to me. I was playing the GameCube, the PlayStation 2, so it didn't appeal to me. And then when the Xbox 360 came out, I had a PlayStation 3 and I was playing Uncharted, and the Xbox brand didn't appeal to me at all, especially with the Red Ring of Death. I thought Microsoft is a company that's so huge, they shouldn't have a problem with their console. So I never jumped into the Xbox 360. One of my old friends who lives in Australia, he loved the Xbox brand and he kept telling me to get it, and I was always so anti the Xbox brand. So I never picked it up. And then when the Xbox One came out about 2 years ago, I actually found the Xbox 360 Elite online with a whole bunch of games for like $60, and I bought it from this guy, and I ended up falling madly in love with the Xbox brand, and I really regret not getting into it sooner because it's actually one of my favorite brands now. This Xbox One, Xbox 360 I love, and the library is actually really great. And I never, as I said, I never was wanting to be into the brand, but I do love it now. I do appreciate it, and I do know why everybody loves it. Um, I did do my original Xbox library and I wanted to go in order, but actually my Xbox 360 within 2 years has become my largest library. I think I have close to 200 games for it. So I didn't want to do that just yet because it's going to be too long. So I thought let me just do the Xbox One today, and we can have a look at everything that I own on the Xbox One, because it's one of my smaller libraries. So I thought let's just knock it out of the park and get it done with. So let's just jump into it. I have Encore, which in 4K looks absolutely incredible on the Xbox One. It really, the 4K in this game is some of the best. If you haven't played it, you should check it out for the 4K. It's an okay game. I didn't finish it, but I did play quite a bit. I thought it was pretty unique. I don't have the original cover, unfortunately. Um, the Division, which I've never played any of these games, but I got this for like $1 at Goodwill, so I picked up the Division. Um, Destiny, I'm not a fan of the Destiny games at all. I don't like loot shooters. I'm not into loot shooters at all. I'm a single player experience kind of guy. I'm not really into online multiplayer. I prefer a good single player with a good story. I always have my whole life. So if this kind of game doesn't really appeal to me, I have played a little bit of it, but it didn't appeal to me. I have never played a single Fallout game. I found this in Goodwill for like $2, so I picked it up, but I have never ever played a Fallout game. One day I might jump into the series, but for now, I've never played it. Watch Dogs, I have finished this on the Wii U. I do love this series. I thought this game was really cool. I like to play it with updated graphics, but I played it on the Wii U, so I didn't feel like I should. Call of Duty Black Ops 3, I do like the Call of Duty games. I don't believe I played Black Ops 3. I think I played 1 and 2. But also, this one I picked up super cheap in Goodwill, so I thought let me just add it to the collection. Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. I believe this is the one, the futuristic one that everybody doesn't love. I did finish this game. I thought this game was great. Futuristic shooters appeals to me, so I did love that it was set in the future with robots and stuff. I finished the campaign. I thought that was really cool. Everybody gives it a hard time, but I actually like it quite a bit. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, I've also finished. I've finished it on PlayStation 4. I thought that was also a pretty cool Call of Duty. Really good graphics. Assassin's Creed Origins. I do like the Assassin's Creed games. I picked this up really cheap recently at Goodwill. I'm about halfway through. It's pretty unique. It doesn't appeal to me like the other ones do, but it's still pretty good. Yooka-Laylee. I have played and finished this on the Nintendo Switch. This has much better graphics, obviously. It's not as good as the old Rare games, not even close, like Banjo-Kazooie and Conker, but it is okay. It's kind of charming, but it's just, something about it isn't as good as the original games. This one's actually way better. Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Lair, which is a 2D platformer. I have finished this. I thought this was really cool. Much better than the 3D version. This I found at Goodwill recently for $4, which is quite a score. The Spyro trilogy. I finished the first and the second game. I still need to finish the third one. Also looks really great with updated graphics. That's a pretty cool collection. And then I have Soul Calibur 6, which is my favorite fighting series of all time. This one's pretty good. The graphics are great. But I don't know what it is about the more recent Soul Caliburs that it's not as good as like the Dreamcast version or Soul Calibur 2. I think they just add too much into it, so it loses its charm and its appeal. But it does look phenomenal. Hey, Ricky. And then The Evil Within, which I have been playing. I haven't finished it. It's pretty unique. This I got at Goodwill for super cheap. Most of these I found at Goodwill for super cheap. That's why they're in my collection. And then Project Cars 2, which it's one of my least favorite racing series. It's just, I don't know what it is about it. It's not as good as the other racing series. And then this I found on the bargain bin at Target on the weekend. It was $8, brand new. So I picked it up. I mean, those are classics, but I played them on the Genesis and the Super Nintendo. I'll keep that for last. And then Red Dead Redemption 2. I finished this recently when we were on lockdown for the COVID. I played through the whole game. One of the best games of all time. Looks incredible. The story is amazing. The ending is sad. The world, anything that Rockstar makes is amazing. But this game, I really, really love this game. And unfortunately, I've never played the first game, Red Dead. I think it's just Red Dead Redemption on the Xbox 360. So I have finished this, but I haven't played the other game. But I do want to play it at some point. But this game is amazing. And then I have a few sealed games. Like every system I own, I always find sealed games in Goodwill. And that also includes the Xbox One. I have Dying Light sealed. Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, which I also found in Target in a bargain bin for like $10. I have played it on Xbox Game Pass. It's not as good as the other Castlevania games, but it is still pretty cool. And then Star Wars Battlefront sealed, which I didn't really like. I played it on the Xbox One. And this game I actually finished, but I found a sealed copy, so I gave my friend my open copy because I'd finished it, and I kept a sealed copy. One of the best exclusives on the Xbox One, Sunset Overdrive. Love this game. The graphics are amazing. The story is amazing. The humor is amazing. The gunplay is amazing. I really, really like Sunset Overdrive. That is a really great Xbox One exclusive. I've talked about this before. Rime. I finished this on the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. I love this game. It is really, really a great game. Really, really great game. That's why I played through it twice, because I loved it so much. One of the best exclusives, probably because Rare is one of my favorite companies of all time and made some of my favorite games ever. This Gears of War and Rare Replay is some of the best money's worth game for money's worth that you can get. What's the saying? Whatever, you know what I'm talking about. Money's worth for thing. There's like 30 Rare games on here. All the amazing Rare games are on it, plus the Gears of War trilogy with updated graphics. Amazing Xbox One exclusive. Really, really, really amazing. Gears of War 4 and Gears of War 5. So, before I was into the Xbox brand, I always said, oh, I want to play the Gears of War series because the Gears of War series looks like a series I would enjoy. So when I picked up my Xbox 360, I picked up Gears of War 1, 2, 3, and Judgment because they were so cheap at GameStop. And I ended up playing through them and I fell in love with the series. I love the series. So I picked up Gears of War 4 and 5. I finished both of these games. I think these are the best in the whole series. This also is the best graphics on this old generation, because we have the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5 now. But for this generation, I feel that has the best graphics out there, besides Last of Us Part 2 and God of War. But these games are my favorite in the series. I love the Gears of War series now. It's become one of my favorite series. I understand why everybody loves this series. And I think 4 and 5 is the best. I finished 4. I actually replayed it recently in hard mode and finished it. And then I picked this up at GameStop for super cheap this week. It was on sale for $20 and I had credit. So I picked it up and I'm playing through this again. I was actually playing it again last night. Gears of War 4 and 5 is another amazing Xbox One exclusive. And one of my favorite series of all time. Grand Theft Auto 5, there's nothing else I have to say about this game. Everybody knows how amazing it is. It's sold over 100 million copies. It's the best Grand Theft Auto. I live in Los Angeles. I can tell you that Los Angeles looks exactly how they've mapped it out in this game. It's actually pretty insane. I've played through this whole game. I loved it. I thought it was an amazing, amazing game and the best in the series. Dark Side of Genesis. I didn't like this as much as the other games. I think because it's a top-down view game like Diablo, but it is still pretty cool. But it's just not as good as the other Darksiders games. Here's another series that I've never played, but everybody says I should. The Borderlands series. I picked this up at Goodwill for like $2. I thought I'd add it to my collection, but I've never played through this series, unfortunately. That's one I need to jump into. Overwatch. I picked this up at Goodwill recently. Michelle, if you're watching, she's really into this. She works at Goodwill. I picked it up when you were working there. Another series that I've never played, mainly because I'm a single player guy. I don't like online multiplayer much, so this doesn't really appeal to me. This Final Fantasy 15. I'm about halfway through this game. I do love the Final Fantasy series. This game, it's not as good as the other ones, I feel. It's too open world. Ricky, maybe Doc. It's too open world. I don't like the combat. I'm more turn-based kind of guy, as I always say. So this kind of combat doesn't really appeal to me, but it does look pretty amazing. Resident Evil 8. I did finish this game. I liked it. I thought it was pretty good. I didn't like the first-person view. I prefer the other views, but it is still a pretty cool game. Brothers. I love Brothers. Brothers is such a great little indie game. It's also a very sad game at the end. Really, really cool indie game. But I played it on the PlayStation 4. Dead Rising 4. This is a cool series. It looks really great on the Xbox 360. I believe I have Dead Rising 3. Yeah, there you go. Dead Rising 3 and 4. I picked these up, was super cheap. I think I finished 3 and I'm halfway through 4, but that's a pretty cool series. And then I have Shadow Warrior. I picked this up in Goodwill for a couple of bucks. I've never actually ever played it. I don't even know what kind of game this is. It's just in my collection because it was super cheap. I played this on the Wii U. Star Wars The Force Awakens. Also picked it up really cheap. It's pretty cool. This game I finished, Rise. I thought this game was okay. It was pretty cool. I only paid like $5 for it. If I'd paid $60 when it launched, I probably would have been disappointed. But I did finish it. I thought it was pretty interesting. It just didn't offer anything new to this genre. It's just a standard game. The combat was okay. The story was okay. I mean, I did finish it, so there's something to say about it. I'm not a fan of the Dark Souls or Demon Souls games. They're too hard for me. I just get annoyed playing them. This one I picked up super cheap, so I added to my collection. I don't think I've even played this one, but it's super cheap. And then another game that I wanted to always play on the Xbox 360, I thought it looked great, was Alan Wake. So I picked up Alan Wake. I played through Alan Wake. I loved Alan Wake. And then I believe the company is called Remedy. I think it's Remedy. They made Quantum Break for the Xbox One. I finished this game. I thought this game was really, really cool. I think it's the best from this company. I think they made Control as well. But I think Quantum Break is the best one. At times it didn't run too well. It was stuttering and the connection was bad. But I did finish it and I thought this was really, really cool. I love the combats in this. Slowing down time and doing force fields and stuff. Really, really great game. And then I have a few special editions. I have the Halo 5 Steelbook, which I picked up at GameStop. I finished Halo 5. I played the Halos in reverse order, so I played this game first. I thought Halo 5 was really, really cool. And then I got this I found in Goodwill the other day. Call of Duty World War II Steelbook Edition. This was sitting in Goodwill. I think it was like $2, $3. I have played it on the PlayStation 4, but I wanted to add the Steelbook because I love Steelbooks. Lucy, are you okay there? And then this I got from GameStop. It's the Kingdom Hearts 3 Special Edition. Because I know the guys at GameStop, they were clearing out this and putting it into the system really cheap. And they were just going to put the disc out and they were going to throw this out. And they said, do I want to get it? So I said, yeah, I'll take it. So I got the special edition box and everything free. So I ended up buying the game for them. I'm about halfway through it. I'm not a huge fan of the Kingdom Hearts series. I don't know what it is about this series. It just doesn't appeal to me like other games. I just find the combat kind of boring and stuff. But this does look pretty amazing on the Xbox One, so I had to pick it up. So, okay, Lucy, do you want to come, baby? I'm going to show them the games. Anyway, yeah, there you go, baby. So that's my Xbox One collection. It's pretty small. It's one of my smaller collections. But I do love the Xbox One. I do love the Xbox brand now. I do think the Xbox One had some pretty decent games. I know it wasn't as good as the PlayStation 4, and people said it was a failed system because it didn't have a lot of exclusives, but it did have a lot of good games on it, and there's still a ton I have to pick up. And I'm always finding games for it, so I'll still be playing my Xbox One for quite a while. So anyway, that's my Xbox One collection. Hope everybody enjoyed the video. Give me a like, subscribe. I'm out.